What if the person you love becomes the one who destroys your life, forcing you into darkness while pretending it's love? Welcome to Fine Frames. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more such powerful true story movie explanations.
Our main character, Linda, her husband forces her to do an adult film. After that, he completely takes control of her life. You'll see how this unfolds. This movie is based on a true Hollywood story, the film Lovelace 2013. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and comment. Let's begin this explanation. The movie begins with Linda already working in the adult film industry. Her movie had become very famous, but now she is deeply sad. Then we're shown how she reached this point. One day, Linda's mother wasn't home, so she was hanging out near the swimming pool with her friend Patsy. Both were spending time together. Patsy takes off her innerwear, but Linda doesn't like it. A year ago, something had happened to her that traumatized her. Now she is afraid to move forward even in relationships. She had a boyfriend, but she was scared to go further with him. A little later, Linda's mother comes home early from work, sees her, and scolds her harshly. Linda and her friend then go out skating. They're having fun, and Linda shines during the game. They start dancing on stage. Her friend joins her. Here, another important character is introduced, Chuck. His eyes fall on Linda and her friend. He finds them attractive. He tells them they could become professional dancers and make a lot of money. Linda's unsure, but Chuck says, "I'll pay a lot just to see you." They become friends. One night, Chuck throws a party. Linda plans to go, but her mother sees and gets angry, questioning where she's going and with whom. Her parents were very conservative. Chuck and Linda's connection deepens. Linda used to find herself boring, but Chuck seemed fun and interesting. One day he drops her home and notices she's quiet. He asks what happened. Linda said she accidentally got pregnant a year ago and her mom forced her into an abortion. She tells Chuck she wants to live honestly before starting any relationship. Chuck says, "I don't mind. I want to meet your parents." Linda thinks her parents might like Chuck. Chuck guarantees they will and says if they don't, he'll sleep outside and prove himself. Linda laughs. Chuck lies that he was in the army because her father was also in the army. Chuck tries to impress her parents. Later, they go to the kitchen while her parents watch TV. They get intimate in the kitchen. Chuck takes her to a movie. Later, at his home, they get intimate again. Linda says she doesn't like her body scars. Chuck tells her he accepts her as she is. But when Linda comes home late, her mother beats her severely. Linda leaves home and starts living with Chuck. One day there's a party where Linda's friend is also present. Chuck joins in. Someone tries to kiss Linda. She doesn't like it. Linda watches a type of adult film for the first time and is uncomfortable. Chuck tells her she needs to practice and can't act properly yet. He says, "Let me teach you." Even though Linda doesn't enjoy it, she agrees to please Chuck. They marry soon after. Time passes. Then one day, Linda gets a call from the police. Chuck has been arrested. She doesn't believe it. When asked why, Chuck says no one can question his work. Later, Linda realizes Chuck is involved in prostitution and supplying women. The judge says Chuck always needs money and sees nothing wrong in what he does. Now they need money. Chuck says they must do something. He takes Linda to a production house for adult film casting. She is asked to audition. The director doesn't like her at first, says she's too natural and inexperienced. Chuck shows him a secretly filmed intimate clip of Linda. The director is impressed and agrees to cast her. Shooting begins. A man named Anthony, an investor, sees Linda and says she'll become a star. Makeup artists try to cover bruises on Linda's face. Chuck gets angry, says Linda is most beautiful with her freckles. Linda is nervous during intimate scenes. The male actor calms her, saying everything will be fine. They shoot slowly. After some scenes, the producer says Linda's performing surprisingly well. Even the male actor can't match her screen presence. She becomes a success. During a photo shoot, Linda feels uncomfortable. The photographer tells her the story is about her character's development. She agrees. The film becomes a hit. Linda is excited seeing her photos, but Chuck tells her they're getting very little money and demands more. He says, "I directed the whole movie, I'll take the money." Linda's interviews begin. Her dream is to become a real movie star. Her fans are brokenhearted when they learn she's in adult films. At a private screening, Linda meets Hugh Hefner, editor of Playboy magazine. She's excited. He tells her she could be a real star and offers to help her. Years pass. Linda is now writing her biography. She reveals her truth. She says Chuck forced her into everything after marriage. One day, he even went too far. He told her, "You're my wife. I can do what I want." Linda accepts it silently. When money problems grow, Chuck forces her to perform in strip clubs. Once a doctor liked her, Chuck forced Linda to sleep with him. He made her register as a performer. When she refused, he beat her badly. Fed up, Linda goes to her mother's house. Her mother senses something is wrong, but says Linda should obey her husband. "You should have done as he said." Linda cries, begs to stay one night. Her mother doesn't support her. Chuck arrives and takes her back. At home, he says, "You're doing another movie." Linda refuses. He hugs her tightly, but it feels like an explosion of fear. Later, Linda cries during a shoot. She's being forced. She tells Chuck she won't continue. That night, Chuck beats her badly. She meets a friend and tells her about Chuck's abuse. A stranger overhears. Linda pretends everything is fine, but breaks down later. At a party, Chuck makes a deal for a new movie behind her back. Linda refuses, so he beats her again. Chuck uses her money to renovate their house. He partners with a man to earn more money through illegal means. Linda finally begins writing her biography. Chuck demands money back from a producer. He says, "Just do one more film and you'll be fine." At her movie premiere, Hugh Hefner again wants to sleep with her. She is disgusted. One night, Linda calls her father. He says, "I now know what you've been through. Maybe we failed as parents." Linda is heartbroken. Chuck tells her she must do another film. Linda refuses. She escapes to a hotel, calls the police. Chuck and his men threaten her there. She's punished for saying no. Later, police pass by and ask if she's okay. She remains silent. The officer asks for her autograph. She escapes. Now finally free, Linda decides she won't act again. She hides from Chuck, who keeps searching for her. Years later, she's raising her son, and her book gets approved. She's asked in interviews, "Why didn't you speak earlier?" She replies, "Because society told me I had to obey. I was too young." She says her story shouldn't define her whole life. After years, her parents finally accept her again. They hug. They're a family once more. The movie ends. Deep Throat earned $800 million. Linda only got $1,250. Chuck died years later from health issues. The story reminds us sometimes life feels completely out of our hands, but transformation is always possible, no matter how dark things get. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of yourself. We'll return with another video soon.